Hello my wonderful people on the internet. Today we are going to create a JavaScript project which basically is a copy to Clipboard projects we do with vanilla JavaScript, HTML and CSS. Here is the preview. Yeah, I have my Visual Studio Code open already, and you can see I have the head, and inside the head there's a meta name viewport random, to make it responsive, and we have our title JavaScript project, and we also have the link, which is the link to our CSS file, which is empty for now. And inside our HTML we have the body tag, and inside the body we have a div with a class of container. Right now we have not added anything inside, so let's go ahead and add something inside. So I'm going to create a test box, which I will use the textorial tag in HTML. So I will give this an ID of test. This ID I will use it to call it using the JavaScript, and close this up. Then I need to add a random test so that the user can copy it. So say hello, this is my JavaScript project. Yeah, that's it. And we also need to create a button that will take in this text and then copy it to the clipboard. So we'll say button, and give this an ID of button btn, and inside this button I also want to pass a spam, which is going to take in the copied text to tell the user that the text has been copied successfully to the clipboard. So I'm going to add a spam, and that spam I'm going to give it an ID of done. I'll say class of done, and I'm going to pass in the text here copied. So in our button we are also going to pass copy to clipboard. Yeah, copy to clipboard. I hope that's the spelling. I don't know how to spell. Okay, we are going to create another tag which will be empty, another test box, which will be empty. So we're going to give this an ID of empty test, and that's it. We will save this up and open it in our browser. This is how it will look like. Let me small this so that we can see everything. Okay, like so. You can see how it is. No styling here, it is just arranged disorderly. So this is all we need for our index.css, except for the fact that we are going to come back and link our JavaScript. But for now, we are not going to link our JavaScript. So I'm going to open our index.cs file and select the container. Going to select the container, and I'm going to give this a maximum width of 300 with a margin of 0. What this will do is to position it at the center. So I'm also going to give it a background of Gainsborough and overflow, because I don't want the children inside to go outside the box. And I will give this a padding of 10 pixels with a margin top. Yeah, margin top of 20%, like so. So that's all for the styling for the container. So the next thing is to select the text box. This we are going to select them using their tag name. You can see with their tag name, text area. So we'll come here and say container text area. I will say we'll give it a margin of 20 up and down, and then left and right should be 0. And as well, give it a width of 100%, like so. And that's all for the text area. And we'll come down. We're also going to select our button and give it a styling with a margin of 0 up and down, and then left and right should be 25%. Okay, like so. And I'm going to remove the border. A padding of 10 pixels. I want to change the background color to, let's say, red, like so. And the color should be white. I want to make these corners to be a little bit round, so I'm going to use the border radius property and give it 10 pixels. Add a transition to it so that when we hover on it, it's going to, make it look beautiful. So I'm going to give this 0.1 second ease in, like so. And the font weight should be bold, right? And that's basically all we need for our styling. So the next thing we need to do is to select, give it an hover effect. So we say container button hover, and this will be, we are going to give it a burst shadow of 2 pixels, 3 pixels, 2 pixels black, and also give it a background of RGB. I'm using RGB for this, which is 71 1. Okay, you can see once we hover on it, it's going to change, make the red, make it a little bit, the red color to be a little bit dark, and you can see the shadow, the black shadow on the border. That's all. So the next thing we should do is to select this copy, because we don't want it to be arranged together with this copy to clipboard. We want it to be on its own, by making the position absolute. So I'm going to select it using its class and give it a position of absolute, like so. And I will translate it to translate S to -1m. I'm also going to give it a margin of -15 pixels, because I want to position it at the center of this button. And I will say 30 pixels, like so. You can see it. I want to give it the color of red so that it can be easily seen. Color of red. I'm going to hide the display because we don't need it. We want, once the user click on it, let the copy show automatically. So we are going to set the display to none for now, then set it to block using JavaScript. And this is basically all we need in our CSS file. So I'm going to create another file which will take in index.js, sorry. As I said before, I'm going to come over to our index file and link the CSS file here. The JavaScript. What's wrong with me? The JavaScript file. So say source. Should take in index.js like so. So we'll go back to our index.js. We're going to use JavaScript to copy this first test area, the second one, and also the button using their ID. Copy test, button, empty test. And I'm also going to copy and select this one too, the class done, sorry, the ID done, also with JavaScript. So I need to do is to create a constant. Let me full screen this, hide this. I'm going to create a constant, and I'll say test document.getElementById should be copy test. Also create another one, button document.getElementById button empty. We are going to give this empty, which is the empty test area. We'll say document get element by its ID should take in empty test. And lastly, I need to copy the test, the copied with the ID of done. Like so. So we have copied, we have created a variable, and we have stored this with, we have stored them using this test with their names. We have stored them using their names. So right here, I'm going to add an event listener to this button here, so that when the user clicks on it, it will copy this automatically to the clipboard, and then we can right click and paste it inside here. So all we need to do is go back to our JavaScript file, and I'm going to say select this, which is button. So I will say button.add event listener. I'm going to add a click on this and run an arrow function. Like so. So I'll say test, which is this one with the value test, which is this, what we are selecting test. So we want to select the things that are inside. So we're going to say test.select. And we're going to select the empty too. Once you select it, set the empty to the value of the empty to an empty string. Like so. So we're going to come down here and say and run an if statement. So we say if document.execute command. We are going to add a copy function, a command of copy to it, and we'll say empty. We'll come in here and say empty dot focus. Yeah, okay, focus empty.focus. So once the user clicks on it, it's going to run this command copy, and then the empty, which is this place, is going to focus automatically. But what I need to do is to add a focus in case if I want to add a border, so that when the user clicks on it, it's going to focus on this area. So I want to give, let me just call a function here, focus. Okay, maybe we don't need that. I'm going to call a focus, like, let's say, okay, we're going to say dots. Okay, I'm going to select it using this ID, empty test, or I should give it another class, empty. So right here in our CSS, I'm going to say dot empty focus. We want the border to be 2 pixel solid black. Okay, that's it. Back to our index.js file. So once the user clicks on it, you're going to execute this command, and we want to set the copied, which is this one, the done. If you can remember, in our CSS file we gave it a display of none, so we want to change the display back to block once we click on the button. So we're going to say copied dot this, go get the style, the display, and set it to block, and that's it. Empty.value, okay, empty.focus, okay, tells the select. So when we go back here, and you can see if we click on this, what's happening is not. Let's open our console and see what the issue is. Okay, it says source attributes of script element is empty. Okay, why is he empty? Okay, let me redo this again. Scripts, source, index.js. Okay, let's go back and see the error. Refresh this, click. Okay, we didn't link it very well initially, so you can see if we refresh this and click on this copy to clipboard, it's going to copy the text here and showing passing the copied class, and then it will now focus on this empty place, empty text area. So if we right click on this and hit paste, it's going to paste in this hello, this is my JavaScript project. If we refresh and delete this, try it again, copy to clipboard, copy. So basically we don't want this copy to stay here for too long. We want it to just display, then after 6 milliseconds or 7 milliseconds it's going to return back to none. The display is going to return back to none. So what are we going to do? We are going to go to our index.js file and create a function. We are going to create a function. We are going to create a function down here, and the function, we have the name of move, and I'm not going to pass any parameter inside this parenthesis. So I will say var interval var interval so we're going to set interval, and that set interval I want to run an arrow function as well, and do this. They will say the copied dot style dot display set it to none. Set it to none, and after doing that, you clear the interval. Clear this interval with the name interval. Include, or let's change this to, so that it won't confuse us. Let's change this to let's say y, which is the interval name. So we are here, we are going to pass in the y. So clear the interval y, and we are going to give it a time, which will take in 600, which is 6 milliseconds. And we close this up, and we are going to call it, because right now it won't work because we have not called the function anywhere. So we're going to call the function in our event listener. So we're going to say move function. We call it inside here. So right now, back to our browser. If we click on this, it's going to show the copy. Then after 6 milliseconds, it's gone. You can see. If we click on it, 6 milliseconds is gone, and it's still be focused and paste. We can as well change this text to whatsoever value we want. You can say, hey, just type in any gibberish inside of it, or let's say hello world, like so. So we'll click on this copy to clipboard. It automatically copies the text inside of it, and when we Control C this, like when we paste this inside, it automatically shows the value of it. So guys, this is basically how we create a copy to clipboard using JavaScript. I'm so excited that you guys have learned something from this video. If you're having any problem, or if you don't understand anything, write it down, put it down in the comment box below, and I will do my best to get back to you. I'm going to continue doing nice project for you guys to enable you learn more and develop more. Thank you guys once again. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you guys in my next video. Thank you.